And insulin is triggered every time we eat.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, we're ready for Addie.
Yes. Hi, Addie.
Hi, how are you? How's
Great.
everyone today? I want you to come in and meet a few of my friends. And I do count these as friends because they make life easier for me and it helps me to stay healthy. And so what I want to do is, of course, one of our first kitchen utensils is I use a NutriBullet. I don't know what you might use, but this is used to do smoothies in the morning. And I also use it sometimes to make some of my sauce or my toppings or some of my marinating kinds of stuff. So that's the first thing that I use. Then I also use a food processor. I love this food processor, and because it makes easy cutting. I don't have to sometimes do a lot of the cutting. The food processor helps me in that manner. Then of course my blender. The blender not only does the sauces, the marinating, it also will do some of the cutting as well. And sometimes you, if you wanted to make some of the, I think we made the nice cream. You can use the blender to make some of that nice cream, that ice cream. In other words, that would be something that you can use and freeze, and it works well. Let's see. The other is the juicer, and the juicer is really good for in terms of actually pulling all the juice out. And I love the juicer, and I was able to Moselle. This was given to me by Moselle after I won the challenge from one of our sessions. The mandolin. Now this is a cutting tool, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's different components to it. And it's nice to have if you want to slice something very thin. You just need to protect your hands, of course. And sometimes you may want to cut something in squares and things of that nature. The mandolin will help. Let's see, what else do I have over here? Oh, now this is your spiralizer. This is a nice, just a nice change. Instead of eating the vegetables cut in chunks, or you can use this to spiralizer, and your vegetables will come out in a string kind of form, like a spaghetti kind of pasta form. And let's see, let's move over here. Now this is something I just included in our session today, because this is also a chop and whip. So I can whip my avocado when I make my guacamole, or I can also cut. And sometimes I can cut 2 or 3 vegetables at the same time. And it's done manually, but it's a great tool if you don't want to pull out the your food processor. Let's see. Oh, this big thing on the table is the dehydrator, and I really, really love this. This gives me the opportunity to get some warm food, but not take the nutrition out of my nutrition out of my food, so that you can make. I've made veggie burgers. I have made crackers, and just for an example, this is one of the crackers. This cracker came out, and if you hear it, I love the idea that I'm getting something crispy. Usually during the raw period, sometimes you don't get always a crispy something. So I love that. So this is a flax cracker that I made. Let's see, we got this, we got the hydrator, let's see. Oh, okay. Then just some minor things. You have if you're doing anything in terms of lemons and limes, it's always nice to have this pressed out, so you don't have to try to do it by hand. This is for my garlic. I use the garlic press. Let's see. And sometimes in washing vegetables, I will use a brush so that I can make sure some of those fine particles, and I can remove all of those particles off of my vegetables. Then of course my knives. You need some good knives. You really do need some good knives if you're in the kitchen and you're working. But these are just a few of my friends, and my measuring cups, I use everything, and I found that these make life easier for me. And it's just like anything else. If you are going to be involved in doing something, you need the right tools. So I think that if you were to get some of these tools, you would find yourself ahead of the game. If I had to choose the 3 tools that I would love to have, or that I just had to have from the beginning, would be my food processor, my blender, and of course, my bullet. And then it would be hard, I'll be hard pressed, but I would do the mandolin later. But just wanted to let you know that these are just a few of the things, and you can choose the different brands or whatever. But I think that you'll see that life will be easier if you have some of these tools. Thank you.